Hi guys, Jay Smith here, down at Bury Golf Range in Suffolk, and today I'm a busy little boy because I've got lots of clubs to test, and in my hands, soon to be, I have Srixon's new offering, the 965, the 765 and the 545. Now, before the shaftoids, yes, this is a graphite shaft. You've got to, well, just go with what you got. I had no option, I had to have it in this just to test. Well, I know it won't affect my numbers. I'm quite lucky with how I load the shaft. I don't really see any difference at all, regardless to what shaft I put in their flexes, but that's the only one I can get. The other two are in the NS Pro Modus 3 stiff. This is in the regular flex graphite. This is the game improvement one, so that's the 545. Right, what should I do first? 545, let's get this one out of the way. Now, these are all 5 irons because that is the only club I had to test. That's the only ones that the Srixon demo lot come around, so I've nicked them out of the bag and said, can I do a quick review? And they're very kindly allowed me to do it. So, right, well, what we'll find out between all these clubs, as with typical Srixon, they did with the last set, they blended very, very well. So you can have these in the harder to hit long irons, then you can have to go down to the 7s, into the mid, and even then go to the 9s in the very short clubs, the pitching wedges of the 9 irons, etc. This, much so like the old set, there's not much difference from the point of view of aesthetics. You'd be forgiven, apart from the lettering, to say that they're nearly, well, very, very close to being identical. They've freshened the look a little bit. They've moved a little bit of the plate, got a tungsten weight in the toe, just to help with a little bit of MOI. Resistance to twisting, when you don't quite hit them in the middle. These are 5s, so I will have to concentrate on strike. As the old clubs get longer and the loft gets less, you do end up hitting a few more than normal, but I shouldn't have too much of a problem. We've got GC2 on the floor anyway, but these are range balls, so yeah, we've got to get some on Pro V1s with GC2 and see what they all do. But, right, down by the ball for a game improvement iron, the 565. The top line is a little bit thicker, but not really that thick for a game improvement iron. It's actually quite attractive looking, apart from this orange shaft. But from the point of view of, you can't see anything out the back, so when you set down by the ball, the blade length isn't too long. It's a nice, very nice look. There's chrome sides, white satin face, nothing out the back. It's actually a very nice looking game improvement club. Now this, I believe, is 2 degrees stronger than the 9, 1 degree stronger than the 7. I'll put the loft up on the screen. I think it's 25 degrees. That's it, 25 for the 5, that's it. Right, let's go hit one and see how it performs. Heavy slight pull, but I tell you what, that's gone. Wet mat. It's been raining, hence the reason why the camera is behind me, so I can have a little silhouette rather than being out there, because I don't want to get my camera wet. But felt lovely actually, for a game improvement club. That felt lovely. Another one. You're not going to struggle getting these up in the air. They're not massively high. They're not like JPX 900 hot metal high or Callaway CF16 high, but they're pretty decent height. You can't really actually feel the graphite shaft. Yeah, tell you what, even that pull out, that's gone. They feel really nice. They do feel really, really nice. Now, it is forged. For a game improvement club, which generally aren't forged, this is forged, and it feels forged. It feels lovely. It does feel very nice indeed. Yeah, you're not going to have a problem getting that up at all. not at all. I like this. For a game improvement club, I can't stop hitting this. I'll just one more because I do have to do the other two. If not, this video is going to be massively long. It's a baby cut. Just baby cutting off target, but still very nice. Right, get rid of this one. I'm going to go for the 765 next. Right, now we're starting to get a little bit thinner in the profile. Thinner sole. Not so much difference actually between the two from the point of view of top line. I would say marginally. It's marginally thinner than the 965, and typical Srixon, when it comes to their players' irons, they don't make a bad looking one. The old model was lovely looking, and this is no different. It's still lovely looking. Blade length isn't too long, going again with the chrome sides, and tell you what, it's got a funny milling on the face. Very much so like the Cleveland RTX wedges. So whether that will help him spin or not. This is 1 degree weaker at 26 degrees for a 5-iron. Yeah, now that's nice. Ooh, forged again. Yeah, I'm liking these Srixons. I always have liked the Srixons, to be fair. It is just, I've never really had the availability to really practice with them too much. But I like these. I do very much so like these. I'm just wondering what the 965s are going to be like. Now I hit that one, fraction bottom groove. But flew very well and still felt quite nice. Dropped a little bit in peak height, as you'd expect from a slightly groove low, but still very nice. Quite forgiving considering. Yeah, there we go. A little fade off the target. That's what I start to do with my longer clubs. I'll start because I start pushing the ball a little bit further forward in the stance. That is when my swing starts to exit slightly left. I'll get a little baby fade, number 5, and to order it's exactly the same. One more before I go to the 9. There we go, little baby fade. I like these. So I like the game improvement ones. I like the 765s, the in-betweens. Do I like these? Right, top line for the 965s. These are the players, the proper strikers. Now, this is a 5-iron, so it's now 27 degrees for the 965. It's a lot harder to hit. It doesn't inspire confidence. If you want to inspire confidence before, not necessarily this one. It looks lovely, it does look lovely. It's still got exactly the same chrome sides. Well, I say chrome, it's like a brushed chrome. It's not as chrome as, let's have a look. It's not as brushed. Yeah, it's not as chrome as the 9s, but this is a little bit more brushed. Chrome on the back. Quite thin sole, quite thin top line. No help whatsoever when it comes to the back. You just have to make sure you strike it well. Put good delivery numbers on it and strike it in the middle. Let's see if I can do it. Yeah, nice little fade to target. There we go. It's forged. It's got the same or very similar Rotex. Looks slightly less harsh and aggressive version of the Cleveland RTX 3s and 2.0s, but then it's not surprising because Srixon and Cleveland, some would say they're quite close. That's it, another one. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. Yep. I'm liking these. This is a 5-iron, so these aren't exactly what you call the easiest clubs to hit. I can definitely blend these with the lower clubs, like the pitching wedge 9 and 8s. still this is a 5 and I'm still hitting this fairly well, but whether it's to be a case of I'll be continuously better and consistently being able to hit this well, I don't know, but we would have to see. It'd be interesting to see what the difference is in distances, etc., with all the 3 different clubs. Oh, now that was a thing of beauty. Oh. Now, I've got a real ball here. I wouldn't say excited, wrong word. I was very pleased with how the JPX 900 Tours felt. This feels as nice as those, right? It's a real ball, but it's a bit of a harsh ball, so I might hear a bit more of a crack. Oh, yeah. Right, no more. Not I'm going to be hitting these all day. So, right, we're going to go and hit some on GC2 with Pro V1, test all 3, and see what we get with the numbers.
Hi guys, numbers time for the Srixon clubs, the 565, the 765 and the 965. Now, I hit these with GC2 with Pro V1 balls, and just before coming on camera, I did all the tests in one go. I didn't bother looking necessarily at what numbers they were producing. I didn't look at any of the numbers. I literally just bash, 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 next one, bash, 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 next one, bash. Yeah, you get the impression. Now, I've looked at these and I'm a bit bewildered as to how they've come out. So you'll have to bear with me. What we'll do is we'll do the 565s first. Just the number size. Ball speed on average 125. These are 5 irons, remember, right? So they're not going to be as high as my previous reviews of, say, 6 irons. These are 5 irons, so they will launch a little bit lower. Ball speed's about 125. Not too bad. Launching at 13 degrees. Again, I'm not the highest flight person in the world, but these, again, 5 irons. I play slight little cuts generally with my 5. Backspin at 4.5, that's not too bad considering how I normally spin clubs. So it's around about that for a 5 iron, fractionally low but not too far off. Peak height 26 and door shut. 26 meters. Now that's for a 5 iron. I'd like it to be fraction high. Yes, I would, but to be fair, that's about within reason. That's about where I would expect it to go. Descent angle 40 degrees. It's not going to stop when it hits the green, but it's going to pitch on roll within the reason. And then carry distance 184. Now, I've left all my shots on here because I want to show you necessarily how important it is for strike. Now, these are the most forgiving ones, and I play generally a slight fade with my longer irons. And strike is so important that you can see here that I do curve off, but my strike is causing all this. So all these slight deviations in that pattern, the pattern is exactly what I want to see from my 5 iron, but you can see the differences. Obviously dispersion starts to get a bit bigger once you involve longer clubs, but generally not too bad. The trajectories are okay. There's nothing that really stands out as alarm bells or anything. They're okay. For a 5 iron, it's pretty okay. Right, let's go over to the 765s. Now, we'll go to numbers first. Right, here we go. 765, average 127. Now 2 miles an hour more. Strike, don't know. There's not anything that pops out that says that it's particularly more faster than the other club. It's just how it's like. Look at the launch, 12.7. The other one was 12.9, so within 0.2 of a degree. Within reason though. Backspin, you're looking at 4.5, 4.460. The other one was 4.5. So if you round it up to the nearest 100, 4.5, 4.5, exactly the same. Peak height 26.1. Well, the other one was 25.9, so 0.2 of a meter in it. Descent angle 40 degrees again. Carry distance 3 yards further. Now if we look at the trajectories, Now, pulling session again. That was different. Now when I don't know what the lie of these clubs were. Now bearing in mind I've just literally just grabbed them from the Srixon rep, and I didn't ask him what the custom fit side of things were. I think, were they standard, were they not? He had different ones in his bag. So from the point of view, if it was the ones I'm testing here, if they were upright, that could be the reason why they go in left, because obviously with the upright lie, their pointers are left. Now, but this is all down to custom fit. Explains why it's so important that you guys get custom fit, because being custom fit can affect, or not being custom fit can affect these flights. I hit one quite poorly, as you can see there. It went down to 176 in carry. Now, it's important that you can see that everyone misstrikes them. I'm not a robot, and I misstruck that one, and that leaked out quite badly to the right, as you can see. So going to the trajectories, you can see generally they're all around where I would like to be, but there was one there that just leaked out to the right. Now, it just goes to show how important strike is. That one there, I necked it. I just hit it in the heel and it just cut off to the right. As soon as I hit it, I knew it wasn't a very good shot, but it's important to show that you do get bad shots from time to time. These, if you were to take out the bad shot, it goes up to 189, because I was getting some in the 192s, and it was, some of the shots there were really firing, and if you take out that one that I hit there at 120 ball speed, that brings the average up to 128. Now that is 3 miles an hour more than the 565, and it does equate to, now but these shouldn't, because the 565s are supposed to be more forgiving and a bit, well, stronger in loft by 1 degree as opposed to fire. I actually found that these ones felt better off the face. That's my own opinion. Obviously guys, you've got to go and hit them yourself. Now, what would I do from the point of view of these clubs over the 565s? Yes, I would have to go with these, because they produce the same numbers but more distance. Simple as that. You can't go, so we'll add that one back in, because it's important to add all your shots in. You don't hit them all good. It's no good just taking all your good ones, because that doesn't give a true representation necessarily of how the club and you perform as a whole. So I'm evaluating the club and also my own performance. So let's go over to the 965s, the ones that they were very hard to hit. They look gorgeous, but make sure you strike them right. Numbers time, 125. Back to where the 565 was. So at the moment I'm only seeing a real difference in the 765s, the one in between. Again, launch angle 12.9, so up at 13 degrees. Spin rounded up 4.4, so you can see we're looking sort of very close again. Peak height 25.5. If you look at all the range between the 565, 765 and 965, I've only launched them 0.7 of a yard difference in height on average. It's not a lot at all. Descent angles give or takes 40 degrees again, and carry distance 184. Now, I like the 965s. I do like the 965s. I prefer the 965s. They look the nicest, they feel the nice, they feel gorgeous to hit off the face. So if you can strike a ball, go for the 965s. They are gorgeous. But Srixon make the other models to suit people which don't bash the middle of the face all the time. I don't bash the middle of the face all the time, so I have to concentrate to hit these, but I find I hit these better, possibly because I'm focusing and concentrating more on my strike. So yeah, I was surprised as to how close all of them were. Now, yes, the 565s did come in a graphite shaft. You can see by the numbers there, guys, for me, and it's me personally, shaft makes very little difference at all from the complete spectrum of shafts. I am not same as everybody, so you need to make sure you go get fit, testimate yourselves, because there are people out there which has a massive effect on shaft, or the shaft has a massive effect on them, and there are people like me where it has very little. So go get custom fit yourself, go try these. These are a wonderful, good looking set of clubs from Srixon. Well worth testing. So hope you liked the video. If you did, hit the like button below, comment below as well, and also don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on my other social media. On Periscope, search Ask Golf Nut, and on Twitter, search @AskGolfNut. Thanks for watching.